Anybody else have a question?
What was it like meeting all the others from different casts here at the Morphicon?
I think it's really great because everyone knows what we went through, you know, filming and just everyone. I think every year had a different experience. So it's lovely to share.
Lots of stories to share. Yeah, comparisons to be made.
Especially because a lot of the crew stayed the same. So each because Mystic Force, so I heard a lot about SPD because they were the guys that just left, and I know probably you guys heard about us.
Yeah.
So that's nice. The crew is. Oh my God.
It was a cell zone.
The robots are coming!
We'll protect you. We're pretty empowered.
Sound guys should know better.
Out of all the shows you watched when you were a kid, what was the favorites of the old shows that you watched as Power Rangers?
I like Dungeons and Dragons. Are you talking about
Any show?
Any show. Dungeons and Dragons. I can name a few. I love Thundercats. I always wanted to be Chitara. I did watch Power Rangers, but it was way back when it was still morphing. It's very different.
I like the Smurfs.
I was the only one who liked those, yeah? Come on.
You gotta tell me, you did pick up the Dungeons and Dragons set, which has the unproduced final episode, right? It's on the DVD set. The final episode, they never made of that. So if you're a fangirl, you should go get that.
I like how she leaves before everyone else gets there.
That's jumping in.
I like those bars as a movie, but
I watch it every
day.
Matthew, you've got a little question. What's your question?
What made you want to audition for the parts of the Power Rangers?
I remember getting the audition and going to my dad, where I was like, we were on the boat and I was like looking over the sides and everything. And I was like, Dad, look, it's for Power Rangers. And he's like, oh, that's cool, Monica. I'm like, I know, it films in New Zealand. Wouldn't that be cool? I'd be a Power Ranger. You know, and then like a month later, it was like, oh, you're going to New Zealand to be the Yellow Power Ranger? I was like freaking out. But no, it's just kind of like, I was a superhero. Like, how many people, I mean, all of us, because we were superheroes.
Now the best panel to ask that rhetorical question.
So, like, I fought evildoers for 8 months out of my life. That's kind of cool.
I wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, how was it being? Because you were an evil doer.
Yeah.
So how was that? Tell us
I worked predominantly with second unit, so dealing with Koichi as the director constantly, and it was very, very fast paced. So, you know, oftentimes I'm talking to a rubber monster that's got a Japanese person inside who's speaking Japanese, and I know when to say my line because he goes hi at the end. So it's really challenging. But working with those guys, they're honestly amazing. The Japanese sub team, they don't get enough credit, I don't think.
And they work much harder.
Yeah, so hard. And then at the end of
Wow, this is awesome. Hello.
But like at the end of their, 5-day working week, the Japanese stunties, they go to stunt training to learn the moves for the next.
Yeah.
So like,
And in fact, I think when we were doing Mystic Force, all the stunt guys were doing a movie at the same time that Koichi was doing. They were shooting out during the day and then the movie at night.
they work so hard.
And they just weren't, they were sleeping in the trailers. And that was it.
Were they?
Yeah.
No, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But to go back to your question, it wasn't so much where we knew that there was auditions for Power Rangers and we went, oh yeah, I want to go and audition. It was a case of our agents calling us up saying, they want to see you for Power Rangers, do you want to go? And I was like,
So yes,
yeah,
of
of course. Yeah, so that's how it worked for me anyway.
Yeah,
Sure.
makes sense.
So, yeah.
I think what I thought about most wasn't the fact that I got to be a Power Ranger. It was one day my kids are going to be able to say that their mom was a Power Ranger. So I made sure to save everything I could into the top of my closet, just so, one day when I have children, I can bring it out and hopefully they'll think I'm cool for 8 years.
Mom, she's a Power Ranger.
Why is the show banned in New Zealand? We heard that in the previous panel.
Because it's too funny.
No, it's in Australia.
It's
It's a little bit delayed. Well, no, it is now, but I think it was.
It was
It's only just now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even with all the Disney softening, make sure you're not sounding in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to use blood or anything. The Japanese.
Actually, I think from what I heard that it got banned years ago, and once something's banned, it's quite hard to kind of
To
bring
get
it back. Yeah.
I remember when we were filming though, they were talking about bringing it back to New Zealand, but
Yeah, there's
never
talks.
happened. Yeah.
The good thing about that though is when we're filming and we're walking around, nobody has any idea who you are. You know, it doesn't air in that country,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of freedom. You know, we did what we wanted, went wherever we wanted, and you know, nobody had any idea who we were, so that was really
And to the point where you'd be like, don't know I'm a Power Ranger.
When me and Allie, good thing there wasn't water in it. When we came back from New Zealand, we did like the 50-year anniversary at Disney World, all the SPD cast did, and that was the first time that we had ever experienced anybody knowing who we were.
Yeah.
It was so cool because we had like everybody, like all the kids coming
We were
up
at
to us.
Disney World, right?
It was
So
great.
people put it together easier.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, then Unicon, of course, but that was for the adult fandom.
Yeah, but
That was after.
that was
Right.
after. This
We
was
went
like
straight from New
yeah.
Zealand
Wow.
to Florida.
to Disney.
Oh, wow. That had to have been a real experience.
It
Yeah.
was. It was.
It was awesome. It was
So
amazing.
it was so cool.
Your home state.
Yeah, Florida represent. Actually,
And-
I am the only ranger that is representing for the United States of America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you hear each of your favorite female superhero or hero and why that person's like your hero or villains?
Yeah. I kind of wanted to always be, apart from Chitara, Dr. Jean Grey. I loved her powers and I thought she was extremely, like, a really cool sort of character. And I know that she turned into, like, the Dark Phoenix later on, blah, blah, blah. But she's one of my favorites. Female, he said, so yeah.
Mine's probably Aeon Flux. I just think she's awesome. And I like how she has that kind of like dark side to her, you know? The MTV like series was so awesome. She's the black outfit, and she's sexy, and she's like strong, and she's kind of bizarre too. I don't know, I love her. Alice herself.
Sing the Me 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 song.
Superhero, like,
Not really a
just like
superhero. When I was in high school, I loved Tomb Raider, but that was like more recent. You know, I dressed up as Angelina Jolie in Tomb Raider one year for Halloween. I was like, when I was in 9th grade, but I don't really have, I don't even know.
Dorothy Gale from Kansas.
She puts her heels together and goes home. That's a superpower. No? I really like that movie.
If anything's red and sparkly, I'm on it. I don't think I'm on that.
Also, it doesn't have to be superhero, be like a female character that like inspired you.
Ultimate Ranger Hippo.
Has anyone read The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand? There's a character in there called Dominic Finn, which is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know?
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
This question is for Ria. If you got the chance to do it again, would you want to be a ranger or would you want to be the villain again?
It's a good question. It's really fun being a villain, but because I did so much work on second unit, it was a lot harder. Everything was, you didn't get a chance to do more than one take often. It was just 2 takes because in the second unit, we did about 80 setups a day, which is camera positions, and on the main unit they do about 8. Is that right?
Yeah.
8 setups a day?
Yeah.
So you're working a lot faster. So while it's really fun to be doing the villainous stuff and doing all the fighting and all that kind of, that kind of thing, it would be cool to be a ranger
It's kind of
and
good
be working in it.
fast, right? Like, that's what
Yeah, but you don't get
There's a lot of way
stay
around,
Yeah.
like for us, like we'll set up the shots and we'll be like, oh gosh, okay, come on, like.
Yeah, but I don't know, and I don't know, just working with new directors like you guys,
Yeah,
a lot of cool. And so yeah, I'd probably have a go at doing Ranger.